What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? I ain't even put my lips on. Let me get my lips on, y'all. Let me get my lips on. Hey, well, we just got finished watching the Real Housewives of Potomac. Welcome, everybody that's coming in the room. Please hit the like button on your way in the door. Special shout out to my members lit up in green. What's up, Lemon Kush, Dark Looker Cam, Virgin Love. Hey, Lady V, what's going on? Lock Queen, KK, what's up? What's up? Miss Edith and Drinks with D. What's going on? And anybody that's up in the bushes. All right, y'all. Listen, this episode, I don't know. What y'all think about this episode? I mean, it ain't really give me a lot. I felt like I was gonna get something, and I ain't really get a whole lot. Now, I will say this: you didn't watch it, but you hear. Well, thank you, Cindy. Mwah, my love. Thank you. Let me get to these notes, honey. Let me get to these notes, cause baby. All right, so this is our last day in Mexico. Okay, it's the last day in Mexico. Now y'all know they filmed the reunion. I believe on Thursday they filmed the reunion, so the looks will probably be coming out. The looks will probably come out Tuesday, Wednesday ish, somewhere in that area. Um, yeah, okay. Now they said Robin was. I mean, they said that Karen was arguing with a whole lot of people. So, but after this episode, I understand why Robin got it. I mean, why Karen was defending herself, child. Hey, Miss Patty Duke, what's up? What's up? I understand now why Karen was fighting for her life, child. Okay, so we start this episode off with Giselle talking to Mia. They down by the down, and they she's talking to Mia, and they're talking about why Mia just can't seem to get along with Wendy, and y'all is it am I delayed? I look like I was having problems earlier, and I still feel like am I looking funny? Is everything looking okay? I feel like I'm okay. It looks like it. I don't know. I feel it's weird. Let me know if y'all can't if it's messing up. Y'all let me know. But they're talking about Wendy, and Mia just can't seem to understand why her and Wendy just can't seem to get it together. Why Wendy just seemed to have a problem with her. And Mia is one of those people that she can do and say whatever she wants to. And then when she's over it, everybody else is supposed to just be over it. And I feel like she feels like Wendy is supposed to just be over everything because it happened, it was done. Maybe at this point it was probably 2 months ago. And Wendy, I mean, in Mia's mind, it's just over. Like, I don't understand why you're still mad. I don't understand why there's still a problem. Um, I just don't like people like that. I do not like people like that. Like, let's address the issue, let's deal with the issue, and let's move forward. But we're not gonna pretend like it didn't happen, and we're not gonna pretend like I don't have a good reason to be upset or feel the way I feel. I don't like that. That is very dismissive of me, and it's very self-serving. Like, you can do what you want to do to me, and then that's it. That's all. Y'all, nothing is moving. Let me know. The chat is not moving. Hold on. Let me see. Let me look on my phone because the chat is not moving. Let me see, y'all. I feel like I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, no. Y'all just ain't talking. Okay. It's fine to you. Cindy says it looks fine. Okay. It just I don't know. The chat didn't look like it was moving, and on my end, it's looking delayed. But I'm gonna keep it moving until y'all tell me something. Y'all will let me know when it's a problem, child. Y'all will let me know. Hey Nikki, what's going on? So then Giselle says, well, I understand why Wendy has a problem with you because Wendy's jealous of you. Giselle just be pulling stuff out her butt. What has Wendy ever done and or said to make you think that she is jealous of Mia? What 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 is there for her to be jealous of, ma'am? I mean, Wendy has a great career. She has a great husband. She's got her kids. She lives a decent life. You know what? Tell me what you think what Wendy is jealous of with Mia. Please tell me. I want to know. Okay, thank you, Lauren. Well, I'm gonna keep it moving. And like I said, I'm gonna just keep it moving. What's up, Tan? Hey, my love. Hey, Xavier. So so then they had that child. Then they decide they're gonna start planning for Robin's bachelorette party. Am I the only one that's not excited about this bachelorette party? And again, it's not just because it's Robin. It's not just because it's Robin and Juan. But I'm over it. Like it's certain things I'm over with reality shows. Bachelorette parties, I'm over. I'm over bachelorette parties. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, bro? I'm over bachelorette parties. I'm over bachelorette parties in real life. Like if I don't never go to another bachelorette party, I'm good. The last one I went to was my sister's, and of course I'm not gonna miss my sister's bachelorette party. But honestly, if I never get invited to another one, my feelings will not be hurt. And I promise you they won't be. And I mean that. Like I mean that. And again, I'm just over it. I'm over the games and the toys and the the lingerie and the scrippers, and I'm just over it. Like I'm happy for any of my friends who get married. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over that whole idea. So and I could care less about Robin's bachelorette party, excuse me. I'm just not interested. I just don't care. I just don't care. So anyway, looks like next week we're gonna have the bachelorette party, and it looks like it's exactly what I thought it was. They ride around in a little party bus, sprinter, whatever. They're going to the script club. Child, moving on. So then we see Karen and Ashley talking, and Karen is talking to Ashley about how upset she is about what happened the night before. She said, I was really having a decent trip until last night. I didn't understand why Robin came at me the way she did. Why was she so, aggressive? Why was she so negative? Like, why did she come at me the way she did? And I don't understand it. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I said that last week. I said that in my review last week. Like, Robin really came hard. Like, Robin really, really came hard. And I was just like, where is this coming from? Right. So then Karen says, I know they need to check, but Robin and Juan should just invite the justice of the peace to the living room. If they ever really gonna get married, listen. Let's assume for a minute that we believe that Robin and Juan are really getting married and they really are in love and da 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 da. And I don't know what your personal beliefs are in the chat, but let's just assume that's what it is. It's okay to say, listen, this works for us. We've been doing this for 10 years since we got divorced. This works for us. We're not really interested in getting married again. Our kids are cool with the situation. We're cool with the situation. Life is good and we're okay. And everybody around us just needs to be okay with that. That's what they need to do, because clearly neither one of them are really all that concerned about getting married. And they're either A, getting married for a storyline for Robin, or B, getting married to make other people happy. But I honestly do not think that either one of them are interested in getting married for whatever their reasons are. For whatever their reasons are. But Karen goes on to discuss, she starts talking about Robin having another woman that he be hanging out in Georgetown with. Now here's the thing. Personally, they misrepresented some things in this episode. Now I'm gonna have to give y'all another geography lesson 101. When Candace was talking about Juan, why would he go right down the street, yada yada yada. That's not quite accurate. Georgetown might be and it ain't right down the street. But Georgetown is not that far from Potomac as, okay, it ain't right down the street, but it's closer to Potomac than where Juan and Robin live. Let me give y'all a geography lesson. Juan and Robin live damn near in Baltimore. From Baltimore to Georgetown, that is well over an hour's drive. Probably closer to an hour and a half. If you are going from where they live, which is the county, I'm not sure. I knew where they used to. I knew exactly where they used to live, but this new house, I'm not sure. But I know it's in Baltimore County, and that could be any part. That could be on the other side of Baltimore, is Baltimore County. Wendy lives on the other side of Baltimore. Remember, we found that out last year when they all drove out to Wendy's real house, not the house she rented for season 1, but her real house. That's on the other side of Baltimore. So what's up, Nay? So depending on what part of the county they live in, that really could be an hour to an hour and a half drive. Miss Patty says a lot closer, right? From Georgetown to Potomac, it is a lot closer. Like, it isn't that far. Now, there is a valid point to be made to say he is still Juan Dixon, very recognizable. He was, he was a local star when he played for the Washington Bullets, Wizards, whatever. And now that his, now with the show. So yeah, the reality is, do I think Juan was walking down the street in Georgetown hand in hand with another woman? I don't. Do I think Juan would sneak off to Georgetown to go out to lunch or dinner with another woman? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I ain't gonna say they was all hand in hand. And Karen, y'all know I love the grand dame. Y'all know I love her down. But I don't know about this. She looked just like me part. And we're gonna get to that when we get to the later on in this episode. But I'm just saying. Now, as I was watching this conversation happen, y'all know what I said, right? I said, why in the world is she telling Ashley? Ashley can't hold water. Why would she be telling Ashley? Ashley can't hold water. So what happens? No sooner did Karen walk off to go to the bathroom or go back to her room to get her hat or wherever she said she went, Ashley slithers her way up to Candace and Wendy sitting at the bar and proceeds to tell them, girl, I was just talking to... Now, if she had just said, I was talking to Karen and she felt some kind of way about the way Robin came at her last night, I'd be okay with that. Because I'd be like, well, that's par for the course, whatever. But then she was like, well, and she dropped a bombshell about somebody in this group husband. So of course the two married ladies were like, was it my husband? And of course she was like, no, it wasn't your husband. She told Ashley so she can go back and tell. I said the same thing, Jonathan. I said he did that on purpose because notice when they were at the table and Robin was talking about it. Notice Karen didn't even hesitate. She jumped right into it. She was like, well, we all have heard the rumors about Juan and the girl in Georgetown, right? So she knew where it came from. She knew who did it, and she didn't even bother to say nothing to Ashley or get mad at Ashley, child, because she know her for her works. Okay, she knows her for her works. And of course. So of course now, Candace and Wendy are just like, ooh, well, what's going on with Robin? What's going on with Robin? But then of course Robin walks up and that conversation is over. Ashley, Wendy, okay. So they going shopping. Did y'all catch that scene when Robin was paying for her stuff and she told the lady, I don't know, I didn't tell my bank I was going to be in Mexico. Let me say this. That absolutely is a thing. Like, I've literally had situations where my bank was like called me and was like, hey, we got charges in Florida. We got charges in, what's going on. But girl, you have been in Mexico for 3 days. You mean to tell me you didn't buy nothing at the airport? You didn't buy nothing. I mean, I know y'all was sitting in first class, but you didn't buy nothing on the plane. You ain't buy nothing in the gift shop. Like, you mean to tell me you have been there for 3 days and you haven't used your debit card for 3 days? Child, Ron had her fingers and her toes crossed that that thing wasn't about to be declined on camera. She was sweating bullets. Okay. I said, okay, Robin. The lady said, oh, it went right through. I know Robin was like, whoo, Jesus, thank you. Woo, thank you. So I said, so they out shopping or whatever. Um, Ashley decides that she's gonna go to another store, and Robin says, "Girl, I'll go with you, so you don't have to go by yourself." So of course, Ashley takes this as her opportunity to let Robin know what was being said. And Ashley's thing was, well, I mean, it's already out there now. See, that is Ashley being too concerned about the cameras and what's going to play out when the season plays back. Because what she is very conscious of is this is going to play back, and Robin's going to be like, "Girl, why you ain't tell me what Karen said?" You see what I'm saying? And especially since you went and told everybody else before you came and told me. Um, Xavier say he only sometimes when he's out the country he only spends cash to save the hassle. Child, I guess. Um, she tells Robin the whole situation. Here's my issue, y'all. Here's my piece with that. Robin, why you call Juan? That was so high school to me. Why would you call Juan if you didn't believe it? Number one, if you thought it was bullshit. Number two, why would you call Juan? You are literally on vacation. He was in the middle of doing whatever he was doing, and you call him and was like, "Well, I'm here with Ashley, and she said that Karen said that you've been dating somebody in Georgetown who looks like her." I understand why Juan got upset. He was probably mad at all of them because that was stupid. Why would you call him with that? Again, what that says to me is that there's a part of you that might believe some of it or might feel like, because why would you call him? It doesn't make sense. Why would you call him? I just thought that was stupid. Because if somebody, I mean, and I've had that happen to me before. Somebody say something to me about what they thought they saw my man doing or whatever. I child, I mean, because either I believe it or I don't. And if I believe it, then I need to do my own investigation before I tip my hand. And if I don't believe it, they don't need me. Now I could see when you got home and you were like, Juan, let me tell you what happened. Okay. But to call him in the middle of it, no. That was stupid. And of course, Juan immediately, now, I'm going to be honest now, we don't see Juan show emotion that much. Juan looked like he went from 0 to 100. I'm starting to feel like I think thou might protest too much. You know what I'm saying? Because he went straight, he went from 0 to 100. And we don't really see Juan blow up like that. You know, did y'all do the poll? Let me check and see what the poll looking like. Let me see the results of this poll. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see what y'all talking about. Uh, okay, 69. So the poll, I'm not gonna close it yet. But if you haven't done the poll, y'all go ahead and answer the poll. We got 43 votes, 44 votes. Okay. Do you think that Juan hit on Karen? We're gonna get to that in a few minutes. Right now, the poll is at 29%, 30% says yes, 70% says no. All right, we got 47 votes. There's 80 people in the chat. Y'all go ahead and vote. I'm not gonna close it yet. I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes to vote on it. And y'all go ahead and hit that like button while you at it, child. Juan stay embarrassing Robin. He was at that person's house. Child, I just said this is so ridiculous to me. I was like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. So All right. So then Robin was like, "Oh, it's on now. Oh, it's on now. Oh, okay. She don't want to open up that door. She don't want to open up that door. Oh, it's on. It's on. It's on." So they're at lunch. They're at the little restaurant. They're at lunch. Mia don't want to sit next to Jacqueline, but they make them sit next to each other because Robin wants to sit next to Giselle, child. So they're eating lunch, and I think he was joking. You think who was joking? You think who was joking? Juan? You don't think he was really upset? I think he was really upset. It didn't sound like he was. It didn't sound like he was joking to me. It sounded like he was really feeling some kind of way about the situation. Um, Shawnette says, "I believe everything Karen said. Robin got so nervous, and when you look at everyone's face at the table, it said it's true." Well, Wendy and who was it? Wendy and was it Candace? Wendy and Candace said they had heard it before. Wendy and Candace said they had heard it before. Um, so yeah, he was mad. I don't think he was playing. He was mad for real. Like that wasn't no joke. He was mad. Um, Robin was about to cry at the table. Y'all think so? So Karen got up to go to the bathroom. Karen, Wendy, and somebody else, Ashley, I think, got up to go to the bathroom. And they start having a conversation about what Karen said. Like Robin is reporting back to the table what was said. And Candace was like, "Oh yeah, Ashley told us that there was something, but we didn't know the details. So that's what was said. Oh my goodness, like for real." So as Karen is coming back, Robin is like, "I think that's really messed up that she would say something like that. Especially when we got receipts on her and her man." So child, here come Blue Eyes again. Listen, I'm starting to feel about Blue Eyes the same way I felt about Marceau and his mistress. Like either y'all gonna give me a receipt or we're gonna leave it alone. I need a name, I need a face. Now Robin said she got a name. Robin said that they do have a name. Now I am going to say this. Karen, they said that Karen was down to the bar with, from what I deduced, Karen was down to the bar with a white man. Because remember, did y'all hear when Robin was like, he could have blue eyes, right? He could have blue eyes, which tells me that nine times out of 10, he's probably white, right? 9 times out of 10, he's probably white because, although there are cases of black men having blue eyes, that's not the norm, okay? So you have a picture of the back of a woman's head, the back of a woman's head, who y'all saying, "Oh yeah, that's Karen," because that's Karen's butt, or those are Karen's legs, or it's a blonde wig. So y'all still ain't got proof that that's Karen, because I didn't hear nobody say, "Yes, that's Karen's face." So that's number one. Number two, they were in Vegas, and you said that the person had on Redskins gear or Washington Commanders gear, child. Karen said, and it sounded like Karen knew exactly where that picture came from, because did y'all hear Karen say, "I was with a lot of people that day"? Did y'all hear her say that? So somebody sent this picture to Giselle, and Giselle immediately sent the picture out. So what it sounds like to me is that maybe Karen had traveled with some people down to Vegas to go to a football game. I believe we played last season. I believe the Washington football team played the Raiders, which is the Vegas team. I believe we played them last season. So maybe Karen was at the football game with some people. I don't know. I don't know. Karen Slick admitted it. He's a married man, but she didn't even get a look at the picture because she said she knew what it was, because that was very specific. You said, "Well, I have a picture of you in Vegas with a guy in Redskins gear." That's very specific. Like, I know how many times I've been to Vegas. I know when I was in Vegas. I know who I was in Vegas with. Now, if they had said, "Well, Karen, it's a picture of you at a restaurant in Georgetown," and if she knew exactly who it was, then I would be a little suspect. But for her to just know who it is because they said Vegas, And she also said that too. She said, be very careful because he's a married man. I don't think that that's blue. Let's listen. Even if Karen did cheat on Ray with a man with blue eyes, I don't think that's him. I just don't think that's him. I think that Karen was in Vegas with some people to go to the football game, and they were at a bar, and a fan took that picture and DM'd it to Giselle. That's what it sounded like to me. It wasn't even like no real people. I mean, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean that the real people. I mean, it was an official photographer. It doesn't sound like it was in the blogs. It wasn't in TMZ or nothing. It just sounded like it was a fan at the bar, saw Karen, and tried to get the best picture. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Giselle just, was sitting on it tells me that they was just waiting. This man been a business partner this whole time. Right, and exactly. And then they wouldn't let Karen see the picture. Karen was like, "Well, can I see the picture?" No, you good. Well, what? I can't see the picture. But see, they didn't want Karen to see the picture because then Karen would have been able to explain what it is. Exactly, Xavier. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Karen Xavier said he don't believe that Karen takes trips with the side piece, nor has had the same side piece all these years. I agree. I agree. I was in Atlanta with the Skids gear on. This was before they changed their name. Yeah, I mean, if somebody said, "Hey, I got a picture of you in Las Vegas sitting with somebody that's not your husband," I know when I went to Las Vegas. I mean, that's the other side of the country from here. That means I got on a plane. It was intentional. Me and my friends didn't just say, "Hey, let's ride down to Vegas for the weekend." Like, it was an intentional situation. And I think she knew exactly who it was. She knew exactly who it was. But then Karen, 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 my love, the grand dame of it all. She said that she'd been protecting Juan all these. She said, because Robin said Juan wants to cuss you out. And she said, I guess he does want to cuss me out because I've been protecting him all these years. Karen went on to say that Juan, when they were at the reunion, child, they caught Karen. I know they're gonna give it to me tomorrow night on the whether you like it or not panel, child. They're gonna give it to me. Y'all know they're gonna give it to me. But on the whether you like it or not panel, they're gonna lay me out, child. But Karen said, remember when we were at the reunion and you said that you would have a threesome with Juan? And Robin was like, girl, I never said that. And of course, y'all know production, they rolled that beautiful beam footage. And no, that is not what Robin said. Robin said no. Robin said, hell no. Now, Juan said, you got to keep it spicy. Ha, ha, ha. Kern claims that the next time she saw Juan, he gave her a hug so tight that her titties was in her esophagus. Yeah. And he said, I want you to be my threesome, the third one in my threesome. At best, at best, if I believe that he said it, he was joking, Kern. He ain't mean it. And that's at best. I don't even know if I believe he said it, but if I believe that he said it, I do not believe he meant it. I believe that y'all were probably joking about it. Maybe y'all were still talking about the reunion, and he was like, yeah, Karen, you're gonna be the third in my threesome. That's at best, y'all. I don't believe he said it. And I hate to say it because I know I love the grand dame. But y'all know I gotta call a thing a thing. Y'all know I gotta call a thing a thing. It was funny to you, quintessential. Yeah. Let me look at the. I'm about to close the poll. Let me look at the last. Let me look. Okay, we ended the poll with 33% said yes, 68. No, 32% said yes, and 60. It keeps changing. Y'all keep voting. But 68% said no. So the majority of y'all do not believe that Karen, that Juan hit on Karen. And I'm with y'all. I don't believe it. I just don't. I'm sorry. If he said it, I believe he said it as a joke. I just don't believe he really said it. Karen said it made her feel uncomfortable. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm so sick. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there because I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. But Karen, I think you lost a lot of people with that one, my love. And y'all know I love me some Karen. But I think you lost a lot of people with that. I will. It was funny because Karen tried to jump in. Giselle tried to jump in to defend Robin, baby. Karen said, she said, Giselle, be quiet because we know you ain't nowhere near Alta. I said, you know what? I about fell out. I about fell out when she said that. Okay, she said, be quiet. You ain't nowhere near Alta, child. Now it's plausible that Karen stepped out on Ray. Listen, I believe it's plausible that she stepped out on Ray. I just don't think it was with the man down to the Las Vegas. I don't know, but try my hair. Okay, that little curl is still what they want to do. Okay. All right. Look at that hair. It's just sticking right there in the air. Okay. Oh, not Karen look good for her age, but Juan already got his side pieces lined up. Child. It's a mess. It's a mess. So, Karen, you officially lost me, my love. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I do not believe that Juan, seriously propositioned you. I don't. At best, I'll believe that he said it as a joke. At worst, he didn't say it at all. Okay. Um, and of course, Sharice is sitting in the corner cackling. She's loving it. She's loving every minute of it. So then we move on from that. Then we have Mia and we have Jacqueline. Look, I'm sick of them too. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm sick of both of them too. Um, they were like, y'all, Jacqueline said, we're working this out. We're going through our own process, and I really don't care what none of y'all think. She was a little more forceful than that. But I was like, damn, why you mad at them? Why are you mad at them? Because Mia is acting a whole fool. And the only thing I could think of is that it's just some misplaced anger that maybe you're blaming this whole situation. You're blaming this whole situation on the fact that Mia is in this group and on this show, and maybe she's showing off a little bit. But ain't no need for you to cuss at them and come for them. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. So they got to arguing, and she was like, after my mother took you in, she was like, yeah, that's why I spent Mother's Day with her. And where were you, Jacqueline? I said, oh. And it must have been true because Jacqueline ain't argued. Jacqueline was like, really, Mia? So it must be true. Now, there could be a lot of reasons why she wasn't with her mama on Mother's Day, okay? And just because you were there don't mean that, that don't, child, she could have been away for work. She could have, remember, she's a mother too. So maybe her kids were doing something for her for Mother's Day. You just never know. You just never know. But she just threw back at her. I want Jacqueline to spill the tea on Mia. Um, I feel like she said the woman looked like her body blue raised arms. She said the woman looked like her body blue. I don't know what you're saying, Sandra. Her body blue raised arms. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Her body blue raised arms. Okay. So Jacqueline gets upset and she storms off, child. And Mia's like, look at her. She just getting attention. She just wants some attention. She just wants some attention. I think they got to see on each other. Like, you're not friends with somebody, not if y'all were genuine friends. You're not friends with somebody that long and it ain't tea out there. Like y'all got tea on each other. Y'all know each other's business. That's just how I believe. I feel like y'all know each other's business. I'm a firm believer in that. Then Jacqueline tries to talk to Wendy. And she says, you know, Wendy, I really like you, and I don't understand why we can't be friends. I don't understand why we can't, you know, why we can't seem to get it together. And Wendy was like, girl, because you threw a drink on me. Like, and again, that goes back to that whole, you know, you remember what you want to remember. Like, girl, you threw a drink on her and you hit her with a purse. Like, girl, and then you tried to ice her out from the rest of the trip. You didn't want anybody to talk to or see her. You didn't like, girl, did you forget all of that? Did you forget all of that? But Wendy said, we'll talk later. You know, we'll, you know, I'm open to the conversation and we can talk later. So as they're leaving and the ladies get back on the bus, child, Candace and stole the damn liquor bottle from the restaurant. When I saw her walking off with that, I said, how she just gonna leave with it? But she said the people told her she could have it, child. But the ladies kind of go to talk to Jacqueline, and Jacqueline is upset and she's crying and she's like, you know, I just can't believe that she's doing this to me. Like, I can't believe her. And did y'all hear her say my sister gonna cuss her out? She was talking about Tita. You heard her say my sister gonna cuss her out. I said, well, you ain't lied about that, because Tita, child, Tita can't. Ooh, Tita been cussing her ass out all season, child. Um, I believe, and I said this before, y'all, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it to Tita. Y'all know I like Tita, but I would say it to Tita. I feel like this. They went on that show with a plan. I think that there were certain things that they were willing to say, maybe even embellish, maybe exaggerate, or maybe just outright lie. But I believe that there was a plan. I believe that they came up with something to create a storyline for Mia. And did y'all hear that she alluded to the fact about the whole cancer thing, maybe not necessarily being true? Did y'all hear that? When she said, I kept your secrets and I defended you and I had your back, cancer, no cancer. I said, oh, and I find it interesting that Mia didn't have anything to say about that, because let me say this: if I had a legitimate cancer scare, you throw it out there like it's not nothing. Oh, we got a problem, Houston. We have a problem. But I really think that both of them, I really feel like that was the plan. Honestly, I feel like they were gonna come on the show, and Mia deviated from the plan for whatever reason, whether it got good to her, whether she thought it would be a better storyline for them to fight, and it just got out of hand. Because Mia said that they argue all the time, so maybe Mia felt like, oh, this is just another argument. We'll be good in a couple of weeks, and it'll make for good TV. I don't know, but the plan went left, and Jacqueline is not on script. She's in her feelings. Yeah, I mean, somebody went left. Either Mia went left or Jacqueline went left, but I definitely think there was a plan, and somebody then got their little feelings hurt. At this point, Mia is not going to get upset behind an obvious lie. Yeah, it's something. But they got back on the van, child, and Jacqueline was like, I'm over it and I'm done with the situation. I'm, F her life, kind of thing. We see where Wendy and Mia have their conversation. And again, because Mia said, well, I don't want us to not be able to be friends over um some insecurities. And Wendy was like, whoa, what you mean? What am I insecure about? Who's insecure? And I noticed how Mia backed up off of that, because see, you was about to ride down that Giselle train. Giselle set you up for that, trying to say that Wendy is jealous to you. Giselle tried to set you up, but you backed up off of it. And she's like, well, Wendy, I really like you. I admire you. You're smart. You're this, you're that. And I don't understand why, we can't be friends. And so they call a truce. They clear the air. Mia does apologize, which I think is really the first time she has apologized to Wendy. And Wendy accepted it, and that child they done moved on. So dinner was cool. Nothing exciting must have happened at dinner, because they fast forward us right through dinner. But after dinner, the ladies went to the club and they got drunk. Y'all, this what I don't understand. Listen, now I blame this on white people. When the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City did it, I made it a white thing. And I still think some of it is white girl wasted versus black girl wasted. But why? I have never in my group of friends, and I have been drunk, and my friends have been drunk, and we have been drunk together, and we have been real drunk. I have never felt the need to flash any of my friends. I have never felt the need to pull up my skirt and show them that I didn't have on no panties. I have never. Why do, when, where, and how? Where do they do that at? What friend group is that? I've never felt that need. So they're running around drunk, showing and flashing their coochie at each other. What? When do they? Who does that? These are 40, 50-year-old women running around flashing themselves at each other. I ain't never, I've never, I don't. And then allegedly, Mia tells Wendy, hey girl, I want to eat that box. And now I should put that poll in the group. Hold on. I'm going to put that poll in the chat. Hold on. Because I want to know what y'all, I want to know how y'all feel about it. Hold on. This a good one right here. Do you believe? I want to see what y'all think about this one. Do you believe that Mia hit on Wendy? Y'all see the poll? Let me know if y'all see the poll. It should be posted. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Wendy hit on Mia? I mean that Mia hit on Wendy? Oh my goodness, it's 100%. I mean, let me see how many people voted. Okay, so far 15 people voted, but ain't nobody voted no yet. Okay. I'm gonna leave a poll open for a few minutes, but child, so far everybody is saying yes. Listen, I believe it too. I absolutely believe that Mia said that. Now Mia done already said that, she's had girlfriends and that that's the kind of thing they do. She done already said it, and I believe it. And I believe that she, especially with her being drunk and them flashing coochies at each other, I believe Mia got a little, boop boop boop. Is that why Mia keeps fighting with Wendy? Maybe she liked Wendy. Maybe she liked her. Cause y'all know that's what people do when they like somebody. Then they just um that's how they let people know they like them. Child, they act funny. Child, let me check this poll. Let me see how many people done voted. Okay, not a whole lot of y'all voted, but it's still 100%. So 20 people voted, and it's still saying 100%. Y'all still saying 100%. So listen, it's 84 people in the chat. I know that Scotty's live or was live, and I know Mims is live, and T might be live. But listen, I need everybody to do me a favor because we getting ready to log out of here. I'm going to shut this down. Please hit the like button. It's 84 people. Can you, everybody, please hit the like button. We're getting ready to head over to Mims's house, right? Make it make sense. If you don't know who Mims is, it's make it make sense. We can head over to his house. We are trying to get Scotty to his 40,000 subscribers tonight if he hasn't already hit it. I think he's like within 100 people. So if you are not subscribed to Scotty by nature, which I know most of you guys in the chat already know Scotty, but if you're not subscribed to Scotty, y'all know he's my friend and he is a great content creator. And we are trying to get him to his 40,000 tonight. So if this was a crime, it would be solved in 10 minutes. Child. So if y'all could please go over to Mims's channel, make it make sense. Tracy, if one of my mods is here, can y'all drop Mims's link? And Scotty by Nature's link. If y'all could drop Scotty's link and Mims's link, and we get ready to head over there. Yes, please, please, please. And like I said, I think he's within 100, so he should be able to hit it tonight because Mims is doing the same thing, dropping the link and getting him to subscribe, getting people to subscribe. So we're getting ready to head on over there. Thank y'all for being here. I know it's a lot of people live, so I appreciate y'all. Please hit the like button on your way out the door, and I will see y'all tomorrow at the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We will be on Scotty's channel. We will be on Scotty's channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you.